So good day, my name is Gillian Erese. I'm from San Pedro, Laguna, Philippines. I am 19 years old and I'm a nutritionist and dietitian student in Philippine Women's University. I've been baking since I was a kid with my mother, and then I started a small business during the pandemic since I had a lot of time to spare. And then my mom taught me how to bake, so I'm a home baker here in the Philippines. I sell cakes, breads, and it's just a small business. And my usual customers are my friends and my families. I think the discipline is what really matters in baking. And for example, the mirror glaze, I've been wanting to try that to be perfect, like a mirror glaze. And I think during the workshop, I learned how to manage a gloss at the top with the help of Chef JM. And I think that's really the most challenging part in baking, the discipline and the patience. The frustration that I had when I'm a home baker is the space, since I live with my family and my parents and they're always there, but it's good. I have the things that I need because of my parents. I've learned a lot of techniques in this workshop, and I think the level of my techniques became much high from the help of the workshop and from Chef JM. And I think the techniques, the procedures of the recipes, I think that it really gave me knowledge on how to do things the next level with the help of the Tulip Chocolate workshop and from Chef JM. Yes, I felt very excited, especially when Sir Adi was chatting me about the equipments on my household, and I feel like, oh my gosh, this is it. I'm going to be picked. And my mother was very excited too, since she was the one who showed me the Zero to Hero Baker contest, and I was really excited and was looking forward to it, since it was my first time winning a competition in a online setup and giving my failed entry and posting it on social media. It was very exciting. During the workshop, I experienced a lot of downfall, but a lot of happiness too, since I get to do a lot of things that I didn't do before, and I learned a lot of techniques and skills from the workshop. And I also found out about the Tulip Chocolate, and I have a great experience with it. So I'm now finding what do you call this? A supplier of the chocolate here in the Philippines, because I cannot find it in our local stores. I have learned a lot of skills from Chef JM, especially the techniques that he showed us, especially the kind of pastries that he presented to us and how we tried it with his guide. And with his skills, I really managed to make the cakes and the pastries successfully, and I executed it in the right thing. And I think that he really taught us well with his guide. And yes, he also provided us the materials that we need, so we didn't have to panic with the cake rings, for example, for the cake pans. He really provided for us the workshop, the materials. I think the hardest pastry that we made is either the exotic fruit and chocolate pastry or the memory cake. But because it has a lot of layers and the skills that you have for the tempered chocolate that you put in on top of the chocolate exotic pastry. But I think my favorite is that one, the exotic pastry, since it's a new taste for me. It was a new pastry for me to try, and I think that it was very challenging for me as a home baker. But with this workshop, it has given me a chance to try it and take my skills to a next level. And yeah, also the mirror glaze. I've been wanting to try that mirror glaze. That was my entry, and yes, it gave me a knowledge on how to do it properly. My plan is, I think I want to try it. I want to play with the flavors of the recipes that were given to us, and I think my plan really is to find that chocolate compound here in the Philippines, since I'm not really familiar with that. And now that I've tried it during the workshop, it was now my new favorite chocolate, and it was really a good experience with that compound. And I'm trying to find that brand here in my local stores, in my local bakery shop. So I hope to find that the Tulip brand.